everyone. Welcome to Home Slice Adulting. It's Kiara here, and this is my boyfriend, Calvin. And I thought it would be super fun to do a boyfriend tag video. So we're going to answer a series of questions about our relationships because I do want my channel to have a relationship portion because relationships are really important to 20-somethings.
Yes, I am.
So anyways, let's get started with number one. Where did we meet?
We met back in college. I graduated recently back in 2014. But I believe we met through a little get-together LSU does for welcoming back students. And a bunch of us were meeting out at the student union. And I believe that's where I met Kiara and some of her friends.
Now, I think that we met way before that, but it was a really quick meeting at a Black History Month event back when I was a freshman. Number two, where was our first date?
Our first date was at a restaurant called, what is the name of the restaurant? I lost a bet, and so I had to take her out. And it is a Stabs. It's a steak place called Stabs in Louisiana.
It's a steak place in central Louisiana, and it's excellent. If any of you are in the area, it's very good, but it's also very expensive. So our first date, I had to, make sure he was willing to spend money on me, and he was. So number three, what was your first impression of me?
I would say neutral, if that makes sense. I didn't get any bad vibes or anything like she was too extravagant. She seemed pretty down to earth, so she was very approachable.
Yeah, I would say the same thing about Calvin. Back when we first met, he had like baby dreads, and I don't know, he was just a guy who was a mutual friend through a group of friends that we all hung out together with. He was a guy. Anyways, so yeah, he was just a guy. He was just cool, and I didn't have any problems with him. So yeah. Number four, when did we meet each other's families?
I met her family. We went to a road trip to Houston. It was during April, excuse me. And that's when I met her family, and I introduced her to my family sometime a little later.
Can I answer some questions?
I'm sorry.
Well, I met his family in March, so just probably 2 weeks before he met my family, I met his, and it was Palm Sunday at his family's church, and so I went there for that. And at that time, we started dating the previous December, so we had only been dating about 3 or 4 months when we met each other's families. So number five, do either of us have any weird obsessions, and if so, what are they?
You can answer first.
Calvin is obsessed with the video game Destiny, and it bothers me a little bit how obsessed he is with it. Today is Sunday, so it's kind of like our chill day, and he has been playing it for maybe 6 hours altogether, maybe a little bit longer, and then he has the headphones in and he's talking to all his other nerd buddies about the game. So I would say he's obsessed with that, and it bugs me just a little bit, but he should be able to have his fun because he works hard.
Kiara is obsessed with reality TV shows such as Real Housewives of Atlanta, Love and Hip Hop, Black Ink Crew.
You like Black Ink Crew more than I do.
I like Black Ink Crew and Love and Hip Hop, but that is her obsession, and
that's
I tolerate it.
And that's why I have it as part of my channel, because it's something that I actually do keep up with. So question number 6, how long have we been together?
We will be together 2 years in December 11th.
December 11th, exactly 2 weeks before Christmas. And it kind of sucks because his birthday is also in January. So we have the anniversary, we have Christmas, and we have his birthday. And that's a lot of money to be shelling out for gifts.
I'm worth it.
That's a lot of money though, but he is worth it. Number 7, do we have a tradition? We used to.
Kind of, sort of. We used to do like a once a month. We would do surprise date. We kind of been slipping.
We've been really slacking off on that. But we would alternate. Every month on who would surprise the other person with a new kind of date. And so it was all about trying new things and having new experiences. And we've done things like I've taken Calvin to an observatory, which was probably my cheapest surprise date. The observatory is free. So it was just about us being creative and getting out and doing fun things together and having some time for us. So we've been to the observatory, we've been to the World War II Museum, which is the first surprise date that we ever did. It was in that January. What else have we done?
We went to the Tabasco plant, which is in Avery Island, Louisiana. That was pretty fun. We've gone in Houston. She took me on a surprise date. We went to Main Event. We went to a play, and we went to go eat out too at Pappadeaux's.
Yeah, surprise dates always involve food, and that's why I'm a little plump, but whatever. So that was a fun tradition, and I think we should start that back up. Yeah. Number 8, what was our first road trip? Now, let's classify road trip to be something that takes longer than 2 hours.
First road trip was to Pensacola.
That's not true.
Well, I'm not considering seeing your family in Houston. I mean, it's a road trip, I guess, but.
So if we don't consider meeting each other's families a road trip because both of our families live more than 2 hours away, then I guess Pensacola was our first road trip. And wait, no, but Pensacola,
technically we still went to go
right?
see her dad, but that was more just of a fun getaway. So I would consider that the first road trip.
Right, so he met my mom's side of the family in April, but he met my dad's side of the family that June.
Right.
So that was in Pensacola. So I guess we'll accept that. Okay, number 9. What was the first thing you noticed about me?
I'm gonna say her bubbly personality. She's kind of quirky, and she's pretty smart, but she's pretty witty too. So she usually has some good comebacks.
Yeah, we go back and forth a lot. But the first thing I noticed about Calvin is that he's very sociable and has a very agreeable personality. He is pretty approachable and he's like a fun guy. So those were the first things I noticed about him.
I have my moments.
Number 10, what is each other's favorite restaurant?
Her favorite restaurant. Ooh, that's a good one. She doesn't really have a particular one. She likes to eat everywhere.
And that's why I look like this.
But I'm gonna go with Bonefish because that's the first restaurant we've eaten at together. It was supposed to be a birthday celebration, but the birthday person didn't show, and so it was just us two hanging out. So I'm gonna say that's probably one of her favorites, though.
Within our relationship, I will give him that's my favorite restaurant. Calvin's favorite restaurant is a place called Felipe's. Is that it?
I wouldn't say it's my favorite. It's one of my favorites.
No, he talks about this place like it's amazing, and he actually took me once, and it's a Mexican restaurant in New Orleans, like right on the edge of the French Quarter. And to me, it was okay, but the way he talked about it was like it was amazing.
It is amazing.
But
if you ever get a chance to go there, go there.
It's his favorite, whatever. Anyways, number 11. What do we argue about most?
That's a good question. Ooh, what we're gonna name our dog. So in the new year, we're gonna get a dog. I want to name him Sir Rufus. You guys can vote and let us know what you think is a good name.
Vote. You guys cannot vote.
I'm going for Sir Rufus, and she wants Sir Tiddlywinks.
You all cannot vote on something that's happening in our relationship. I'm sorry. But anyways, I think Rufus sounds like an old black man. If any of you watch Supernatural, there's an old black man on there named Rufus. And I just think that's just so weird. I don't like using people names for animals. So Sir Tiddlywinks is something that's definitely not a human name. But anyways, let's move on. Number 12, who wears pants in a relationship?
Well, I definitely wear pants. I'm up, but I would like to say we both have equal say-so in the majority of things.
I will agree. And you know what? I'll even see 5% of it. So I would say 55, 45. Because, if I want to be a wife someday, then I will have to learn to be a little bit more submissive and less aggressive in the relationship. So 55, 45. Number 13. if I'm watching TV, what am I watching?
Real Housewives of Atlanta, Love and Hip Hop, Black Ink Crew.
Okay, that's it. So if Calvin is watching TV, it would be Person of Interest, but we've just finished that, so that's not happening anymore. He watches The Blacklist quite often. He also watches Narcos. I've seen him watching a few times.
We're also watching The Walking Dead.
Yes.
New season's going on now.
Yeah. And so that's it for what we're watching on TV. Number 14. What is one food that I do not like?
She doesn't like lasagna. I don't know why.
Excuse me, I like lasagna.
I tried to buy Stouffer's lasagna one day. No, I hate lasagna.
I have never said that, y'all. I like lasagna. I don't know what relationship have you been in, because that's not me. I mean, if I'm not in a mood for lasagna, then I'm not in the mood for lasagna. But I do like lasagna. I've even made lasagna before, so don't.
For me, which was nice.
Okay, so anyways, I made it from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So he does not like quinoa. So, I'm trying to live a healthier lifestyle, shopping more often, cooking more often, and quinoa is something that, I would like to use in place of rice. And
rice is fine.
Yeah, he would prefer rice to quinoa. And, they don't taste the same, but whatever. I guess I'll have to eat the rest of the quinoa in the house by myself.
The Asian cultures are living like 100+ years because they eat rice.
Every culture eats rice.
All right then, what's wrong with rice?
Anyways, moving on. Number 15. What drink do I order when we go out to eat?
She usually doesn't like drinks as much, so she'll usually order water. But every now and then I've gotten her into Arnold Palmer's, which is a lemonade sweet tea. And so she's going to try those a bit more often now.
Yeah, I mean, you can't get Arnold Palmer's everywhere. So, like, some places are better, but it ultimately depends on the waiter, depending on, like, what ratio of lemonade to sweet tea they use, and also the quality of the lemonade or the tea. But, it's a toss-up. What's the best place to get at Arnold Palmer?
The best place to get on for most people, I would say Raising Cane's.
Raising Cane's
locally in Louisiana anyway.
They have them in Texas, too?
They do have them in Texas, but the lemonade gets a little funky once you leave outside Louisiana. Not to say it's bad, but it doesn't taste the same.
Number 16. What size shoe do I wear?
Is that your turn or my turn now?
You answer what size shoe I wear.
She wears a size 8.5.
8.5, depending on how the shoe is made. Calvin wears like a 10.5?
No, 11.5.
11.5.
She doesn't know anything about
that. Whatever. Okay, number 17. What's my favorite kind of sandwich? This is an odd question.
I'm gonna go with Jimmy John has, it's called a gargantua, and that's her favorite sandwich.
That is the sandwich that I get the most often. As far as Calvin, he likes the plain one. It's like a turkey tom. Is that it?
That was one of them. That's a good sandwich.
Okay, turkey tom with cheese and a chocolate chunk cookie. Yeah.
Chocolate chunk cookies are amazing. If you've never gotten one from there, do yourself a favor, go get one.
Are you endorsed by
No, I'm sorry. Jimmy John's is not endorsing me, but if they want to, I am open to negotiations.
We'll see. Okay. What is one talent that each of us has? A talent.
I would say she's pretty good at singing. That's a good talent.
Thanks, dude. Calvin has great leadership skills. I think that's a good thing.
Don't be modest. No,
First off, he does have great leadership skills, but just so I can bring him down a peg, he does have a takeover spirit. But he has really good leadership skills, but I'm the better organizer. So together, we make a great team. Don't roll your eyes.
Touche.
What would I eat every day if I could?
Alligator.
It is my favorite food. I think it would be a bit much for every day, but it is my favorite food, so I will accept that answer. Calvin, if he could eat every day, it would probably be surf and turf.
No, not every day.
No, well, he loves it.
I do love surf and turf. I would either go with cheesecake or pizza.
Why would you eat dessert every day?
I mean, you don't want to be
Pizza
stuck.
is a really good answer for him, though.
Cheesecake is great. I mean, if you want to eat something every day, it might as well be something you enjoy.
You're gonna have no teeth in your mouth. Okay. Anyways. So, number 20. What is our favorite cereals?
You can go first.
Calvin's favorite cereal is Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and he won't even try the off-brand kind. So he likes to with the expensive name brand. I grew up in a house where we ate cereals out of the Malto-Meal cereals in a bag. So
I'm a little upset about that. Alright, touche. Her favorite cereal is like a Captain Crunch, but it's the off-brand Crunch Berry, and that just irks me so bad.
It shouldn't bother him at all, because if you get the bag of cereal, you get more cereal and you get more bang for your buck, and the taste difference really doesn't matter. It's
I do taste it.
negligible. You know what? I'm gonna take Malto-Meal and put it in a cereal box and see if he can taste the difference.
I'm gonna come at you with that cereal box.
Number 21. What is my favorite type of music?
Her favorite type of music is like R&B / kind of like soul music.
Mostly 90s R&B and soul. I'm a big fan. Calvin likes Lil Wayne.
That's not a genre of music.
Rap. Calvin likes rap. Ratchet rap in Ira to categorize it, but but Lil Wayne is one of his favorites.
Reality TV shows are ratchet TV, but
I don't dispute that. But anyways, moving on, number 22. What is my favorite sports team?
She's not a sports person, but if she has to pick, it's gonna be my sports team, which is the Atlanta Falcons.
No, why are you giving away the answers that I'm supposed to be telling?
I'm telling you what your favorite sports team is.
No, first off, if it's a game and I have to pick a favorite sports team, it's a sports team in Houston or from Texas. So if I have to vouch for the Cowboys, I will.
No, she does not. No, she does not.
That's a joke. I understand people hate the Cowboys, but I'm really indifferent, really. But
Atlanta Falcons is your sports team.
But Calvin does like the Falcons, and he also likes the Jets, the New York Jets. I took him to his first NFL game, and it was last year. The Falcons against the Saints here in New Orleans, rather.
Yeah.
So yeah, number 23. What is my eye color?
Brown.
His eye color is brown too. We're just two.
My eye color is more of a complexion. I'm just.
Yeah, doo-doo brown. So, number 24. Who is my best friend?
Terriana. Terriana is our best friend.
Terriana and I are really good friends. I will give you that. So, I was looking for
me, but
that would have been a good answer, or my sister.
She was looking for me.
But that was a good answer. Terriana and I are good friends. So, Calvin's best friend is me.
Fair enough.
Yeah, okay. Number 25. What is something that each of us does that the other wishes we didn't do?
You never.
Something I wish that Calvin wouldn't do is, There's a lot of stuff, but I can't think of any right now. Do you have yours on the top of your head so I can think?
Something I wish Kira wouldn't do. A lot of times after we finish eating, she leaves the wrappers or like the plate or just all the food stuff right there, and it just sits there for a day or two until I throw it away. I wish Kira wouldn't do that as much. Love you, baby.
I wish that Calvin wouldn't play Destiny so much. That's one thing. But I also wish that Calvin would be more inclined to clean. Like, just a little bit clean and be organized just a little bit more. But that's it. Nothing too harsh. Number 26. Where are we from? You just tell them where I'm from so I can tell them where you are from.
Go for it.
Calvin was born in Dallas, but whenever you ask him where he's from, he will say Mobile, Alabama. because that's where he's lived from a really long time, up until he went to college.
Fair enough, that's true.
And
And she's from Houston, as we stated earlier.
yeah,
But I'm not gonna hold that against her too much.
whatever. Hush. Okay. Number 27. What kind of cake would you bake me on my birthday?
She likes to try new things. I'm gonna go like I would say like a German chocolate cake or something.
That would be interesting. Yeah, this is like an odd question. But I would probably get Calvin, or attempt to bake Calvin, a chantilly cake. From, like, Whole Foods has this really good chantilly cake. It's very expensive. Even the small ones are like $20. But it was the first cake that we ever ate together on the first night that I made dinner for him. So it's kind of like a staple cake in our relationship.
Note to the gentleman, make sure she can cook.
Do not base your relationship decisions on whether or not somebody can cook unless it's super important to you.
Enough.
Because cooking is a skill that can be learned.
It is a redeeming quality.
Sure, whatever. I mean, everyone should know how to cook because it is a basic life skill. But this one can cook breakfast and turtle brownies, and everything else is a challenge.
Those are the life skills you need, and you're good to go.
No. Anyways, do I play any sports? Do either of us play any sports?
Kira does not play sports.
Do we look like we play sports? Calvin played football in high school.
Correct.
And was that the only sport? You played soccer in elementary school? No?
Not officially
No. Okay. So no, we don't really play sports
anymore.
ever.
We are going to be active again, though.
Yes. I would like to get into tennis.
I'm fine with that.
So I can be Serena. Anyways, number 29. What can each of us spend hours doing? Y'all already know my answer. Calvin can spend hours playing Destiny.
And watching TV. I mean, we also have a good time enjoying each other's company. So a lot of times we'll go hang out. And I like to go to the movies too. But sometimes I don't want to go to the movies, like Kira said.
Because we do it so much.
But anyway, so we can also spend hours hanging out and enjoying each other's company.
I agree. So, very last question. Question number 30.
Dun, 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 dun.
If I could live anywhere, where would it be?
I'm gonna say Tennessee right now. We went to Nashville a couple months ago, and it was really nice. So, we both said if we ever get a chance, that would be one of the places we would like to move.
I don't remember having that conversation per se, because when I asked about when he thought about moving to Tennessee while we were there, he was all, I don't know anybody here and all my family is so far away. But now he wants to move there, which is cool. It's a great place. You know, for the week that we visited, it was pretty awesome. But, I guess we could both agree on that one. Tennessee would be nice. I also kind of like Dallas.
Dallas was nice.
Yeah. So that is it for the boyfriend tag. This is my boyfriend Calvin. I am Kiara with Home Slice Adulting. Be on the lookout for some more of my relationship videos and check out some of my other videos. I'm going to place little note cards here because I do review Ratchet TV and and The Walking Dead and some other TV shows. I'm also doing videos about weight loss, and we're both going on this journey together, so you will be seeing Calvin soon. And you guys have a great night. Peace out, Home Slizzles.
Bye.